We needed to be able to offer gumsha to the rest of the world using standard retail. And that meant introducing gumshas to retail stores all across the United States. We didn't know how to do this, had no clue. Everyone said that, oh, this is a very expensive operation. You really can't do it very easily. You need to subcontract this out to some other organization. You need to turn your product over to some distribution channel, all this stuff. What we decided to do was to put gumshas in a basket and take them to stores. We did that first around Chapel Hill and Durham and Cary and Carrboro and Pittsboro, all around the towns that we were in here. We were able to go to stores that were cultural icons in the area. So we knew them. They knew that we were a local program. They supported what we were doing. And these are really incredible, long-term, experienced people in the business. And now we have 4 stores in our local area that are carrying gumsha. This gave us a lot of confidence because we only contacted 4 stores, and all 4 stores decided that they would take us up on the gumsha program. They also told us a whole lot about how we should go ahead and approach other stores. So we decided to go to the coolest part of the country, the great Northwest, Washington State, Oregon, and Northern California, and thinking that we would just go to all the little cool towns, all the cool towns in that area, and find a store that was really, really good and the perfect place for gumsha. And for that, we depended solely on our good friend, William Pepper, who lives in Medford, Oregon. Billy and I go back a long way and have shared many experiences together. So it wasn't a whole lot for us to do something we had never ever done before. And because of his help and because of his understanding of the area, we were able to set up stores to sell gumsha along the Pacific coast, from Ashland, Oregon to Seattle, Washington. Next, we went to Northern California and, starting with Mount Shasta, set up gumsha stores in each of the colorful and iconic towns along the coast and north of San Francisco. What it turned out is that we met the most marvelous bunch of people. People that were taking their businesses and turning it into a storytelling event. People that were actively supporting artists from different countries, from different points of view, and craftspeople from all over the world and in the US as well. And taking all those things and curating a beautiful place to come and buy a gift or buy clothing or buy, or just simply look to see interesting ideas that were being offered there. From what we learned in our northwestern journey, we went back to North Carolina and filled in the state from the mountains to the capital in Raleigh. Then, in Virginia and Maryland, we began the introduction of gumsha on the East Coast in 5 important communities. When you meet the people, you'll want to tell your friends that are in these different towns what we're doing and where they can go and get gumshas, because the people that are now involved in the gumsha program, in the retail end of it, are really marvelous and interesting people. These are not just stores. It turns out that what we were looking for is a very specific kind of person. And that's the kind of people that we found. When we came to a town, we looked for a place that was, instead of a retail place, we were looking for a place that had an artistic bent to it. Some place where you could see that the creativity of whoever owned it was reflected in their offering. And it was places, we were looking for places that were more curated than simple retail outlets. And the interesting thing is that every time we went in with our bag of gumshoes, we just came with our bag of gumshoes and said, here's what we're doing. And if the person that was there, if the owner was there, or someone that could make a decision was there, they bought them. That means we're batting 1,000. No one told us no. How much it would cost a normal company, a regular company, to establish a presence in those particular towns and cities, picking the very best of the stores within that population, I don't know how much it would cost. But we were able to do it in a really incredible and efficient way. We think that as great an acceptance rate as we've had with gumshoes and what they're about and the story that's behind them, we're looking to have about 200 retail stores in the United States that are going to be carrying gumshoes. And it seems to me, judging by our past experience, that the only thing that we really need to do is show up. So, again, thank you very much, and it won't be very long. I'm going to keep doing these so we can stay in touch. Thank you.